The 2025 MCAS results are officially out, and the results show that post-pandemic learning loss continues to be a major challenge for many students across the Bay State.
Now, looking at grades 3 through 8, only 13 school districts had scores above or at pre-pandemic levels in both English language and math. Of those, 5 of the districts are in Western Mass: Amherst, Central Berkshire Region, Rowe, Williamsburg, and Libertas Academy Charter in Springfield. Statewide, another 50 districts hit these pre-pandemic levels in only one of these subjects. But overall, English language skills appeared to have increased from last year, while math scores stayed roughly the same. These scores, however, no longer serve as a requirement for high school students to graduate following last year's ballot question.